Hello everyone. Now we are discussing on filing of Form PAS6, reconciliation of share capital audit. What is Form PAS6? Form PAS6 is a half-yearly return, is a reconciliation statement of share capital audit to be filed by unlisted public companies and certain private companies. It provides the details of shares held in physical and as well as in Demat, ISIN details and changes in capital during the period. Who is required to file PA6? Unlisted public companies, except Nidhi companies, government companies, and wholly owned subsidiaries. Private companies that have whether demats or even though physical form, small companies are exempted, and producer companies are exempted. Government companies are exempted, irrespective of dematerialization, whether in demat or physical. So, private companies also required to file. What are the due dates for filing PA6? So, for a half year ending 31st March, 30th May is the due date. So now the immediate due date 30th May 2025 for a half year ending 31st March 2025. Another due date for a half year ending 30th September 2025. The due date is 29th November 2025. Is PA6 rectification is allowed? So once the form is filed, it can't be rectified. And another question is PA6 certification is mandatory? Yes. PA6 must be certified by either practicing company secretary or practicing chartered accountant. What details are required in Form PA6? ISIN of securities, number of shares held in physical and demat, changes in shares capital during half year, details of demat requests, and reasons for rejections, if any. These are all the details to be filled in the PA6. Is Form PA6 applicable to private companies after new demat rules? Yes. Under Rule 9B, private companies that have whether in demat or not required to file. And exemption, yes, producer companies, small companies, government companies are exempted. What is the penalty for non-filing of Form PA6? As per Section 450 of Companies Act 2030, if company fails to file PA6, one-time penalty 10,000 rupees imposed on the company, and 1,000 rupees per day is levied on the company and officer in default for each day of default continues. Subject to maximum 2 lakh for the company and 50,000 for the officer in default. Are there any exemptions to PA6 filing? Yes. Nidhi companies are exempted, government companies are exempted, small companies are exempted. What is the link between dematerialization and PA6 for private companies? Rule 9B mandates most private companies to dematerialize their shares by 30th June 2025. This is the due date for dematerialization. So once done, if they meet criteria, they also need to comply with PA6 filing obligations. Is there any filing fee for PA6? Yes. So minimum 600 is coming. So is PA6 required if all shares are not dematerialized? Yes. Even some shares are remain in physical form, the company is still required to file PA6. Because reporting both physical and as well as demat shares. What is the first period for which Form PA6 is applicable to private companies? Because for private companies, excluding small companies, the requirement to file Form PA6 applies for half-year period from 1st October 2024 to 31st March 2025. So, with the form due date by 30th May 2025. Can a company file Form PA6 without obtaining ISIN? No. ISIN is a mandatory fill in PA6. Are Section 8 companies are exempted to file PA6? No. There is no exemption. Section 8 companies are required to file Form PA6. Can a company revise PA6 after submission? Once PA6 is filed, there is no provision for revision. Does ROC issue any acknowledgement after filing PA6? Yes. After successful submission, the MCA portal generates SRN and acknowledgement. What happens if company does not have any Demat shares? Even if the entire shareholding in physical form, the company must file PA6 and disclose such status. Please subscribe to RR Corporates and RR Legal Talks. Thank you.